Hello, I'm Kråkan, also known as Corvus Cornix, and welcome to Closet Movie Rambles, where I talk about all movies that I found in my closet while cleaning. This week's movie is the X-Files episode Dreamlands, and it's about 43 minutes long. And it starts with Mulder and Scully out in the desert investigating this terrestrial thing that Mulder found. And they drive by a military airbase, and they're intercepted by the military, of course. And not for long, this alien spacecraft fly over their heads, and Mulder and this, undercover agent called Morris, they switch bodies or personality somehow. So Mulder goes along to Area 51 while Morris goes with Scully, and that leads to some funny complications later on. So Mulder ends up in Area 51, and as I said, Morris goes with Scully. So Mulder goes to Agent Morris's house and deal with his wife, which is kind of funny. It's about you forgot to buy milk and all that kind of family kind of stuff. And then he gets a phone call about some crash site. So they go to this crash site, and it turns out that the military actually used alien technology to make planes. And one of the pilots that was in the crash, he is fused to a rock, and the other one can't speak English anymore because of the alien tech. So Scully and, not Mulder, but the other guy, Morris, get called into the boss office, and because a lot of things have escalated up to this point. And meanwhile, this is happening. Mulder is with his surrogate family, and things are not going too well, and he needs to change up his suit. And he sees his own reflection. It's kind of a funny gag where he sees Morris in the reflection, and they do this dance. So it's very, very good scene because they actually mimic each other really well. There's no actual mirror in this scene. And then what happens is that there's some more investigation, and the military figure out that the tech that they use actually change the personalities between subjects that are connected to the technology. Go figure. That leads to them blowing up a gas station for evidence, and Scully eventually finds this gas station as well. And then Morris, aka Mulder, goes to talk to Scully because he's been contacting her by phone, he being an informant and whatnot, and he tries to explain what happens, and he's trying to prove that he really is Mulder. So he tries to get the flight recorder from the alien ship, and he does so, but the episode ends with Mulder getting captured because it's like an undercover thing going on where Morris actually set him up. And that's pretty much the end of that cliffhanger. So what did I think about Dreamlands? I actually liked it. The actors does a really good job, and even how the characters are supposed to behave, and when Morris is actually Mulder, it's kind of funny how he would act out the scene, and the actors does a pretty good job. And as I said, the dancing scene in front of the mirror is both hilarious and funny and very well choreographed because there is no mirror there. They're just imitating one another, which is pretty cool. And it's also a thing with these 19 series. They usually like to end the episode with a cliffhanger to be continued, and it's like you have to wait for a day or to the end of the week to get the results of it, and usually the conclusion isn't that good, but you build up the expectations. So I guess this kind of series my like a guilty pleasure. So yeah, I liked it, but I don't think I can recommend it. So anyway, thanks for listening and or watching, and take care.